Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing well and welcome to another session with me. My name is Sarah, I'm the CEO and founder of Naya Skincare and the chief ingredient nerd here at Naya. So what are we doing and talking through in these sessions? We are looking at the beauty industry, we're looking what is hip, what is trending, what is being talked about, we're looking at various market claims, we're also looking at inky lists and trying to understand those ones in more detail. The sessions are really here to help you empower yourself to be in control of your own skin journey and understanding actually what are you applying onto your skin. And I think it's very vital these days with a market that is really overflowing with products in the space that you are really in control of your skin journey. And it's been really helping me as well. Like, thank you so much for every single one of you that is joining here, that is coming, watching my YouTube videos. It's been such a great journey so far and I'm really enjoying making these videos for you. And I do hope that you get something out of them as well. I certainly get a lot from them. I learn a lot and I'm a great believer that you can't teach if you're not learning every single day. So thank you so much for being here. But what are we talking about today? Today we're talking about vitamin C. And vitamin C is that bright star in the beauty industry. But why bright star? Because that is the key word that is being thrown around when it comes to vitamin C. Most people, when they are talking about vitamin C, is that they are believing the only thing that it does is brightening. And that is not quite correct and sometimes as well very far from the truth, because vitamin C is a generic term and there are various other sort of categories underneath. The same with retinol. It's a family, and then you have a lot of different varieties of that in that family. And the same when you're looking at vitamin C, it's family and there are very different ingredients under that family. And today we're gonna have a closer look at that, what is actually happening in that space. Why do I love vitamin C so much? Vitamin C is a very complex ingredient. A lot of brands, and it's not coming from a negative place at all, but in nowadays society or in the industry, what is happening, which I alluded to already earlier, is that it's overflowing with products. So really every brand that is starting out new and is popping up and is introducing products really need to capture the customer's audience in a split second before they're losing it to a competitor. And in that really highly competitive and full market, it does happen that one just has to, as a brand, really simplify to the point of just really a tiny grain to bring a message across what a product does. And a lot of times that's the case with vitamin C. Even though it has a multifold of benefits, it really is being brought down to one particular aspect of it, one benefit of it, which is the brightening aspect. Because guess what? You can actually see it happening on your skin and people like to see the change. I mean, if I tell you the other benefits, it's happening underneath your skin, you can't really see it, so it's hard to actually create a relationship to it or create a reference to it. And that's why the brightening aspect, the brightening benefit around vitamin C is so much more powerful when it comes to communication and when it comes to like marketing aspects. Because if we were to go into details, well, you saw a post on social media about vitamin C from a brand and they go into great detail into each little nuances of vitamin C. It's gonna be an absolute snooze fest. I mean, let's face it. So we don't want to have that happening because we want to grab like the customer's attention in a split second and nail it down to the key benefit of the product. But there is also a slight complication to it when we're looking at vitamin C, because vitamin C is not vitamin C is not vitamin C, and you probably are now thinking, she's going bananas. I will go into more detail into this, what I mean by that, later in the video. So let's talk through the vitamin C benefits. What are these benefits? So one, we already said, it's the brightening aspect. Like the way vitamin C works on your skin, it can brighten your skin tone, or it can brighten hyperpigmentation. And that's one of our key main problems. If you have watched my previous video on how to add hydration back into your skincare, I've managed some of the key problems that customers customers are really searching and looking for. So have a look if you haven't seen that. But basically brightening your hyperpigmentation or pigmentation spots is really one of the key concerns that customers have these days. So, but how does it actually work that vitamin C actually brightens these pigmentation spots? It is a tyrosine inhibitor, vitamin C, which is a key enzyme that is needed within the melanocyte. And the melanocyte is basically which makes pigments. But other ingredients on the market are doing a similar job, are also tyrosinase inhibitors. Or in addition, they work really greatly along vitamin C, because if you have been around here a little longer already with me, you know I'm not a fan of the one ingredient story. You don't need one ingredient, you need multiple ingredients, because hey, guess what? We're always stronger as a team, and the same is when it comes to the ingredients that is in a 30 ml bottle. But vitamin C in particular brightens through that mechanism. So it is one of the key benefits that vitamin C is a tyrosinase inhibitor. A second key benefit of vitamin C is that vitamin C is an antioxidant. So what is an antioxidant and why do you need an antioxidant? And is vitamin C the only antioxidant? Whoa. Okay, let's go one by one through those questions. So vitamin C is not the only antioxidant that is out there. There are many antioxidants out there in the market. And vitamin C is a very strong one. And in particular, it's the well-researched ingredient as well, which is really important when you're looking at ingredients. There's a lot of new ingredients that are popping up, but there's just not the research behind it. So it might have been tested on like 20 people, but you can't compare a study of 30 people or 20 people with a study of like thousand and long term as well. So when it comes to that, vitamin C is certainly up there when it comes to antioxidants. So what is an antioxidant and why should you care actually having antioxidants in your skincare? So antioxidants actually make sure you're not turning from a plum into a prune really fast. And antioxidants protect your skin from free radicals. What are free radicals? Free radical, in a nutshell, is basically the damage of the day. It's basically environmental stressors, which include the sun, the pollution, other aspects from the environment. It can also be the heating. It can be medication as well that you have to take. Anything that's really kind of cause havoc on your skin, and free radicals cause inflammations. And as what we have learned already so far, if you have been with me for a while, we want to reduce that inflammation in your skin, because inflammation in your skin will cause premature aging, and we want to kind of by all means possible prevent that from happening. And vitamin C is really there to stabilize that. It's sort of to control the free radicals that are going around your skin and sort of causing the headache and causing the damage. It docks onto those free radicals and calms them down so they can't kind of cause more damage to your skin. So that is what it's very good for, and really well researched for. But if you're now saying, oh, she said like it protects me from the sun, don't misunderstand it. You can't replace your sunscreen with vitamin C. Vitamin C is the SPF Booster, but it's not your sunscreen. So if someone comes to you and says, yeah, you can use vitamin C as a sunscreen and it's a superb shield, run. Don't just walk, run to the nearest exit, because vitamin C is not a sunscreen and it doesn't protect you. It's no shield from UVA and UVB rays. And number 3, that is probably the last and major benefit of vitamin C that really no one talks about that often, is that vitamin C is a great collagen builder. It basically inhibits the enzyme to eat away on the collagen and encourages the collagen synthesis. And now you're gonna say, but retinol is a collagen builder. Yes, retinol is also a collagen builder and also protects your skin from a specific enzyme that breaks down the collagen and inhibits that breakdown. And you knowing that retinol is actually a collagen builder, you can see like how powerful marketing is. So as you can see, like vitamin C has many benefits. It's not just there to like brighten your skin, and again I'll come to that one later as well, but if you are someone with like even skin tone and you're like, why do I need vitamin C in my life? Well, I gave you just a few more benefits why you still need vitamin C in your life and in your skincare routine. So, but now we have covered like the benefits of vitamin C. Let's now go and talk a little bit more about the usage, application and dosage of vitamin C as well. Number one, as I mentioned, vitamin C is not vitamin C is not vitamin C. So what did I mean by that? I meant that not all vitamin C's are equal. So there is an active bucket and there is an inactive bucket. In the active bucket, we have the most well-known one, L-ascorbic acid. So it's a very strong antioxidant. It's very good in brightening your skin. It's very good in doing collagen synthesis. But on the flip side, L-ascorbic acid is a bit of a crazy one. It's very difficult to formulate with it. It is quite unstable. You have to sort of mix it into a pH 3.5, which is not similar to what we have on our skin. Our skin is around 5.5 our pH, so it's slightly more acidic, which is not ideal when you have sensitive skin. So if you have been trying to use vitamin C and you have been struggling because you have sensitive skin, L-ascorbic acid is probably not the ingredient that I would suggest you start with. But that's why we have the inactive forms, and they were really created to solve all the problems that we have with the active form. They're much more stable, they're much more gentle, but they are still effective. However, there is a huge difference because, again, not everyone is equal, not everyone is the same, not everyone is effective and efficacious. There is a huge difference when it comes to vitamin C. My favorite one is really SAP. That's my favorite one that we are also using across our products. It's very good in brightening. When you have blemish prone skin, it's very good. There are multiple studies that have shown like they've reduced the impact of blemishes as well on your skin. And it is a very stable ingredient, like I said. So if you have sensitive skin, it's ideal as well for sensitive skin. So that's something that is one that I really like and that I like using across our products. So number two, I hinted at it a little bit earlier when it comes to dosage. So we are living now in a society where we think the more the merrier, the higher the better, and the higher the percentage, the better the effects on my skin. And that's unfortunately not true. So there is a lot of like Wild West going on in the industry where everyone is sort of like going higher with the percentage numbers, but at one point your skin can't take more. Imagine like when you take a vitamin C tablet in the morning and then you sort of like take another one and you take another one. At one point during the day your body can't take it anymore and it's just flushing it out. And it's the same a little bit with vitamin C. At one point it reaches its high where the skin is saying I can't take any more and there's no additional benefit from it. And that is sort of like around the 18 and 20% mark. I mean, I would really suggest to stop at 15%. You can go higher if you really want to, but 15%, particularly if you're using it consistently, and consistency is key here again, is a very good starting point, or not a starting point, it's a very good point to actually use vitamin C. And that's when it comes to L-ascorbic acid. The dosage varies again for the different ingredients, how much you should use. It's usually indicated by the manufacturer that are producing these ingredients, by how much one can actually use it. But L-ascorbic acid at 15% is a very good dosage, and it will have positive impacts on your skin. But after like 15-18%, like it really hasn't shown to do much more for your skin. And then you always have to think as well, ascorbic acid is an active form, like it's a very powerful ingredient. So you don't want to go too high as well, because you can also get negative reaction and then you might cause inflammation. And then again, we want to avoid inflammation because we want to avoid premature aging. So higher is not always better. You want to kind of find a vitamin C that works with you, that works for your skin, but also that meets your criteria as what you're looking for. And again, not all vitamin C's are equal, so you really need to kind of understand what you're applying onto your skin. Number 5, how to store vitamin C. I'm always getting a little cringe feeling and I curl up like in a little fetus position when I see vitamin C, in particular L-ascorbic acid, in a clear glass bottle. It's probably something that you want to really steer away from because vitamin C is already so unstable, and you really ideally buy it that is protected in a dark bottle and you put it in a dark place, and ideally it has also a pump mechanism than like a pipette. So make sure that you protect your vitamin C properly. That is really the key. These ingredients, it's vitamin C, hyaluronic acid, retinol, retinol. These are very expensive ingredients. Sometimes I'm a bit confused that manufacturers are filling them up in clear glass, but okay. People want to kind of see inside, and these formulations do look lovely, in particular when they're being colored as well, when they have different colors and stuff. It's very attractive and makes you, it draws you towards purchasing them, but they are really expensive. They need to be protected, and ideally they are in a dark container that if you forget to put it in your cabinet, or you don't even have a cabinet where you can put it in, that it's still protected then from the light within your bathroom. I just feel like that is sort of a responsibility of a manufacturer as well, or a brand, but maybe then I have too high expectation because I don't think we can ask anyone, any consumer, to be actually experts in formulations and ingredients. That's what we do, and that's where we should be experts in, and that's we should supply products in a safe container, in a good container, so you can enjoy it for a long time. But what means long time? So when you purchase a product, that you really use it up within 6 months, because then you get the most effects from these ingredients as well, and you will see a difference. Because if you're really not using it up within 6 months and you're just doing a little bit and you're not using enough, so not using it consistently, A, you don't see the benefits from it, but B, what can happen is that just these ingredients, they are losing their effectiveness bit by bit by bit, and that will also not then help you to see the benefits that you deserve to see on your face. So these are also two things to kind of make sure that you are using the product then, and that you are using it regularly, because consistency is key if you want to see results. I think it's a bit of a shame as well. The skincare industry starts to feel a little bit like the fast fashion industry. Like every day there's a new brand popping up, every day there's a new niacinamide serum popping up or whatever that solves all your problems. And consumers are getting distracted in which direction they should go and which one they should really purchase. And instead of one, they purchase a few, but then they're not consistently using them. And it's consistency that is really key. I know in this fast-paced world we're living, we want ideally to see results yesterday, just want something immediately. And we can't have these imminent effects. Your skin takes time. It takes 28 days to go through a skin cycle, and this is how long it will take as well for you to see benefits. In some cases you can see benefits more imminently or within a few weeks, but typically it does take time, and it does take up to 28 days. And during these 28 days, it's really crucial that you use the product then consistently on a regular basis, and not just once a week or something like that. So if you have any questions around that, please pop me your questions below, drop me an email. I'm happy to kind of support and help you as much as I can. And if one of your objectives is really to have brighter skin, to really erase those pigmentations or brighten them up, then you can't just rely on vitamin C. You have to have a combination of different actives that come together, that attack these pigments from various angles, because there is a process of how you are approaching like brightening pigmentations, and you have to address it from different angles, starting with having a good sunscreen, regularly using your sunscreen so you actually protect the damage from happening in the first place. But then also like the combination of different ingredients will help them to like brightening up and stop any sort of more pigmentations and sort of occurring and happening in the first place as well. I think that is key. So like I said earlier, you are only as strong as your team, and vitamin C is only as strong as depending on the other ingredients that are around it and that are supporting it in that bottle. So you always have to look as well. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of these one ingredient stories. I'm really bored of it and I'm so over it. So it is really key to understand. And the one ingredient story is also not just for sensitive skin. That's the biggest myth as well, and just a marketing story again. Sensitive skin can use as well more sophisticated, developed formulations where there are different ingredients in there. It's just sometimes there are certain ingredients where sensitive skin should steer away from because they're known in the first place that they cause irritations. I hope you enjoyed this video, the do's and don'ts of vitamin C, and that vitamin C is not only a bright star, but there are many other benefits when it comes to vitamin C, and that vitamin C is not vitamin C is not vitamin C. There is a huge difference among what kind of vitamin C you are applying between active and inactive, and what you want to achieve as well, because all these inactive ones, for example, they are not really all very good in brightening, but they do other things very, very well. And if you do have any questions, pop me a question below. I'd love to hear from you. Like I said, I'm so grateful for you all to be here, and I learn with you. I learn and grow along this journey as well, and I hope I can empower you, empower yourself, being in charge of your own skin journey.